Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here, coming at you with another manga review for My Hero Academia Vigilantes, manga chapter 84, titled Dreams. And let's just say, I think this chapter kind of confirms the idea that My Hero Academia Vigilantes, yeah, it's not ending. It's ending, but it's not ending as soon as we think it is, because of a particular threat that is made towards the main protagonist, Koichi, at the end of this chapter. Who could have possibly done it? What is the threat? How is it? Am I going to drag this out any longer? I'm not going to drag it out any longer, except for this moment. But before we get into the chapter, I'd like to ask y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Blue Drew 97, as well as leave a like on this video if you like this video and want to see me do more manga reviews for My Hero Academia Vigilantes, as well as leave a like down below. And now, without the way, let's get right into this chapter. We start off this chapter the way that we ended the last chapter, with Koichi falling to his inevitable death while holding Pop Step. But as we see in this first page, no, he is not going to die, because he begins to use his quirk to propel himself downward, slowing down his pace, as we see a particularly clad female in a trench coat watching as it all goes down and begins to pursue them. So we get that this is actually Koichi's plan the entire time, because we see Koichi falling to the ground as we see that he hits this inflatable emergency mattress, where we see Moyuru and Rat as they come to help save Pop Step. Soga going right into it. He is about to what I'm assuming is a type of probe or a type of clamp to try and pull the queen bee out of Pop Step's eyes. And right before he's able to do this, you have Koichi, who chimes in on the fact that I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. She's been drugged. The bee is acting a little bit differently. And Soka at this moment is like, oh gosh, this is something I didn't expect, but I can't hesitate. I have to pull it out. We have to do this now. And right before he pulls it out, a certain individual grabs onto his shoulder. Everyone looks on in surprise, and oh my gosh, it's Midnight. Midnight is here to help the gang. And if you've been reading the original manga of My Hero Academia, you will know what's been happening to Midnight, and knowing that she's not in a good state right now. But it's good to see her in Vigilantes, because she, as well as Aizawa, have played very crucial parts in the story, as well as built connections with the main character, Koichi, as well as built a connection with Pop Step, which explains the reason why she is here, because she begins like, just relax, I am a pro hero and a friend of Pop. And from here, she gets the rundown on what's happening and what she's gonna do. So Midnight questions what they are doing, why they didn't take her to a hospital, and then Soga begins explaining, and it's like, yo, we gotta act now. We gotta get these bees out of her eye now. If we don't act quickly, something's gonna be bad. Something's gonna be messing with our body. And Koichi chimes in like, oh, don't worry, all the bees that got burned up by Endeavor. So yeah, called it, knew it. All the bees, Endeavor just destroyed all of them except the queen bee. So, you know, all the bees are gone. The only bee that they have to worry about is the queen bee. And you have Midnight, who comes to the conclusion of what she needs to do. She realizes that the parasite is going crazy. So she says, don't worry, leave it to me. Y'all boys just need to hold y'all breath for like 20 seconds. Because Midnight uses her quirk to sedate, most likely not only Pop Step, but also the queen. And while everyone is holding their breath, we get this funny scene of Rap where he's passed out on the ground, and I just like to imagine that the reason why he passed out is because he probably couldn't cover up his nose because of his reptilian-like features, so he most likely succumbed to Midnight's ability and is passed out. But then we see a particular flaming foot of the number 2 hero, Endeavor, and his first words are "found you, you villainous scum." So, you know, he's planning on attacking the villain. And you know what, luckily enough, because Midnight is there, she has the ability to defuse the situation very quickly and very appropriately, because she says, don't worry, I caught the hero, she's in critical condition, we have to take her to a hospital. And Endeavor's like, oh, but where's that All Might hoodie wearing punk then? And Midnight, without hesitation, well, with a little bit of hesitation, because you see a little bit of sweat drop falling from her cheeks, just like, he got away. He slipped away. He's no longer here. And you see Endeavor, and Endeavor is like, he's like, oh, that's so. Then go on. Get. As Midnight brings Pop Step as well as the other ones potentially to a hospital. And then you have Endeavor, who's just looking around, surveying the area. And then you have Koichi, the crawler that's on the building. And as soon as Endeavor looks towards the building, he's gone. With that, we get Endeavor finally being able to cool himself off. And what he does, and this is a really cool moment, he bursts a water pipe and allowing the water to spray on him as a way of cooling himself down. Instead of just deactivating his flames, he's allowing the water to put out his flames, as well as serving the secondary choice of cooling him down. And after this, Koichi is just like, okay, everything's good, everything's safe. But then you hear someone call out to him. Someone in the shadows. He's like, oh, I know you. You're that o'clock guy. Oh yeah, what are you doing here? Wow, you're very injured. What's going on? And then from here, we just have 2 o'clock. Just giving his spiel. He's giving his monologue. His hero's monologue to Koichi. And to basically sum it up, well, I guess it's time to go back to 0. I'm no longer 2 o'clock. O'clock 2, whoever you think you are. Right now, I'm just the nameless number 6. I got burned by Endeavor. I got burned to a crisp, but you don't have to worry. I'll be back up the stuff sooner or later. And you have Koichi who's like, oh my gosh, you're in trouble. Do you need help? Maybe I can help you. And then you just have o'clock, 2 o'clock, or now as he is, number 6, coming to tell Koichi, no. Listen, as we see half of his face has very damaged, it's bleeding, he looks bad, his eye is glowing, and he begins to monologue again about how I am nothing, I'm just a bunch of spare parts put together, I don't even know who I really am. But you know what? I spent years working on this plan, and it's all going to nothing just because of you, your pea-brain. But still, everything is clear to me. I know what I have to do. Because garbage like you ruins people's dreams, and I'll make sure to get what's coming to you. As we see the reveal that the other half of his face is just burned off. You see muscle, you see that it's burning. He doesn't even have hair on the left side of his face. And he talked about how the body is a shell, and how the only thing that's real about him is his rage. And that when he kills Koichi, he'll finally believe that he'll be able to be 2 o'clock, that his true self will be realized. But before you die, I have to kill Pop first. So we get the reveal of what 2 o'clock, number 6, what he's going to do. He tells him, yeah, she knows too much. And something cool about the dialogue, I know that for a fact that this is the American translations, but he says, I can't have her leaking spoilers to everyone, right? Gotta remove her from the equation for the next plan to work. So, basically, he's going to, and he even confirms it, that he's gonna kill Pop, then kill Koichi, so that he can be the real hero. So basically, everything can be summed up from his monologue that, yeah, I'm burnt, I'm dead, there's nothing I can really do, I don't even know who I am, I'm just a mashup of stuff, but I'm gonna kill you because you ruin dreams, but before I kill you, I'm gonna go kill Pop, then kill you, then be the real me. So yeah, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, your meddling just pisses me off, but don't worry, you're gonna be dead soon. So he's like, but that's enough for a day. I'm not going to give up my dreams, as he falls and hits the ground. And as Koichi, even though someone is basically saying, I'm going to kill you sooner or later, he still tries to help this man or this thing. He tries to help number 6, but number 6 uses his the quirk, overclock, to escape from Koichi, leaving a trail of blood in his wake as the chapter ends, and you have Koichi with this shocked expression on his face, coming to the realization of, oh no. So, what does this chapter really mean for the entirety of My Hero Academia Vigilantes? This chapter shows that Vigilantes still has a little whiles to go. I, for once, thought that after this chapter, we may have like maybe 5 or 6 more chapters after this to kind of wrap everything up. Now, this may go on until the end of the year, into next year, because I thought that this would be the moment where O'Clock will try to finish off Koichi, but it's not. So this confirms the idea that I was having a few chapters ago, that the story will end with the confrontation between Koichi and 2 o'clock, where they have their final confrontation, and this is just building up on more of that. So basically what I'm predicting that we're going to see is that next few chapters we're going to see Pop make a recovery. We'll deal with the fallout of Pop being a quote-unquote villain. We'll have Koichi maybe coming with the resolve to protect her, and he may choose to be with Pop instead of like the woman that he may actually like, as a way of protecting her. And with that, he may start training harder and harder to be stronger and stronger, so that when he does confront 2 o'clock for the last time, that he will be strong enough to go up against him. So yeah, overall, I think this was a really good chapter. The fact that we're able to see Midnight and that she was able to play a vital role in saving Pop is amazing, because we know that she and Pop are friends. They really like each other as friends, as well as, like, if you remember that they first met when they were investigating I believe the drug Trigger, so they have a connection, so it makes sense that she would be here, as well as seeing Endeavor being mad and angry as always and threatening to kill the villains. So, you know, that's always a good time. So overall, really good chapter. Really did enjoy reading it, really did enjoy reviewing it. If anything, I would give like a little bit more criticism is maybe like the pacing was a little bit slower, as well as, you know, just having that entire 5-page continuation of O'Clock, 2 o'clock speech about how everything is going on, how he questions whether or not he is a person, his dreams, and he also gaining the conviction that he's going to kill Pop Step and kill Koichi, though, that he can have his dream come into realization. So if anything, I would probably, that could have been trimmed down a few pages, can be summed up a little bit better than how long it was. But overall, it was still really good. Really still do enjoy Vigilantes. I will continue to enjoy it until the ending of this series, and hopefully you'll do the same. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. Leave a comment on anything that you want to talk about in the comments below, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Blue Drew 97 here, and do all of that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in the next video. Goodbye for now. Whoa!